Okay, so in today's tutorial, we are going to create in Canva a logo, and I'm going to show you how to create a watermark for your images. Okay, so we're going to start first with the logo. I already have a logo, but if I wanted to design a new one, I'm just going to pretend here that I'm ready to design a new one, and if I like it, I might stick with it. So what you're going to do is open up a Canva size 12 by 12. And once you've done that, you're going to click on design at the top here. And what I want you to do is go up here where it says search templates. I want you to type in the word logo. And I want you to look through these logos and see something that you like. There are so many in here that you can choose from. It is literally endless. You have so many different styles of designs for logos. I mean, just anything. It also gives you options up here where you can click on something and look through these type of logos. But what I'm going to do, because I really like the bow style right now, I'm going to type in bow logo. And just look through here and see what I would want to work with. So you can type in a keyword, so like mine is bow. If you're looking for something to put in your logo or have a part of your logo, you would type in that keyword. So let's see. It's bringing up thank you cards, all kinds of stuff. So we're going to type in, I'm just going to type in logo, and then I'm going to type in bow. So maybe the way that you type it in is how it would show up. Okay, no, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, I guess what it's doing is showing me what it does have available all up through here that I can use. So let's just use this one because I think the heart cherries are cute. So what you would do is when you bring up your logo over to your Canva, you will see that you have, some of them have the option for color. You can shuffle them. And that just got rid of all my color. Let's go back. Let's see what happens when I do that. Let's change my background. Okay, so we're gonna go back on that and keep it like that because I didn't really want to change the color. I was just showing y'all that you can shuffle these colors around. On this one, it didn't really do well. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna lowercase type GTF. Then I'm gonna do designs right here. And then I'm going to put journals right there and see how that looks. Okay, so if you are not fond of a font, then you can change the font. So I'm pretty sure that y'all have Better Saturday in your fonts because that is a Canva font. And that is one of my favorite Canva fonts. So like if I wanted to, let's say I wanted to just move that out of the way. Don't know if I really want to use that. Bring this up. Add to it. Drag it out so it is beside each other. Bring it down. And let me push that in. Like that. I could just use it simple like that right there. I think that's really cute. That would look good for a Facebook group cover photo, which I can also show y'all how to make that with your logo as well. So we might do that in this video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna actually look at this one too. So I'm gonna see how this would look. Let me ungroup that. If you need to ungroup something, you can. If it is all grouped together like this. You can delete something if you don't like it, so I don't like that little star there. That is so cute. I like this a lot. Okay, so let me change the font to Better Saturday. I love, love, love this font. And I'm going to change the color. Not the font. I'm going to change the color to something that, let's just do black for the color. And let's do, I'm gonna do a pink bow. And what I would like to do with this bow is kind of have it to where it stands out a little more. So I'm gonna go over here to edit. I'm gonna hit shadow and see if I can get an outline to it. Change the color of the outline to maybe a darker pink. So that will, see, it's a little too much. So you can play around and see what works for you. Play around with these different things over here. Shadow is way too much. So I'm gonna bring that back down. And I actually really like that. I actually do. I like that a lot. So what I'm going to do is, if you're wanting to group something all together, is you're going to click on one of your, font or element. You're going to hit those three dots. You're going to hit select multiple, and you're going to grab everything like that. And right up here, you'll see where it says 3 elements selected, and then click done. When you hit done, you'll hit the word group right there, and that'll group everything together. That way you can move it around, resize it, and all of that all together. Okay, so I don't know. Let's get rid of this one. I like this one. Okay, so I'm going to download this. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to hit download, and I'm going to do it as a transparent background because I don't want a background with my logo. So I'm going to download that. And I'm going to hit save image. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to the top where you see the 3 lines, and you're going to hit create. And in the search bar, you're going to type Facebook, and it'll show it up right here, Facebook cover landscape. And that allows you to create your Facebook group, Facebook business page, whatever, your cover photo. So I'm going to upload that, and I'm going to bring it over just like that. And what I can do with this, instead of it being so plain, I can take and find, let's see, bow wallpaper. I can find me something really cute to throw behind it. So let's do this one just for the tutorial. And once I bring this over, I'm going to hit those 3 lines, and I'm going to scroll down and hit set images background. And I don't want it to be too powerful. So what I'm going to do is click on it, hit this right here, and that'll pop up where I'm able to turn the transparency down. And I would do it about 60. So if I didn't like the way that this looked, all I have to do is click on it, hit the trash can up here, find something else. If I didn't want to do a bow background at all, I could do something like this. Hit set images background. I could turn the transparency down like that. And you can move your logo like to one side, and then over here, you could put a description of what you offer. So that would be a good thing to do. Or you can leave it in the middle. Put some things over here, put some things over here. You want to be able to show your customers when they look at your Facebook group. I don't know if anybody looks at the cover photo much. There's no specific statistics on that, I guess. So if they do, though, you want to be able to have a beautiful cover photo to have for your business page or group. So I highly suggest going in and creating that if you have a Facebook page or group. So that is how you do the Facebook cover photo. And I wasn't planning to do that for this tutorial, but we've created the logo and we have created a Facebook cover. I'm just not going to add everything to it right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back and I'm going to hit the 3 lines up here at the top, and I'm going to hit create, and I'm going to do custom size, and then in my recents I have 12 by 12. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show y'all how to create your watermark. So usually a watermark is your business name or do not copy or something like that. So you're going to do, well, you can do it how you want, but I'm going to do my business name. So I'm going to hit text right here, and I always do add a heading, because if you add a text box, it's really small and you can bring it up bigger, but I like to use the heading. So I'm going to type in, let's do all lowercase, GTF Designs Journals, and it did it all caps for me anyway. That's fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up here to the very top and drag it out all the way over to where it like meets the middle. And I'm going to find a font that I want to use. You don't want to use something too bold. You'll want to use something that is a thin font that isn't going to, and let's turn off that bold right there. So you can go through and find different fonts. So Open Sauce is a good one to use. So what I'm going to do, let's see if I can drag that in a little bit. There we go. What I'm going to do, make sure it's centered, is I'm going to tap on it and I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm just going to drag one underneath, and when you hit the duplicate button right here, it will continue to drag in that position. Sometimes it'll push it over sideways, but you'll just have to go back and fix that. Okay, so now I have my whole canvas here filled up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the first one, and I'm going to hit the 3 dots right here and select multiple. So I want to select them all like that, and hit done, and then group. So I have them all grouped together. Okay, let's get that centered. All right, so once you have them all grouped together, what you want to do is you want to, sometimes when you group them, you have to kind of, yeah, there we go. You have to kind of really tap in the corners where the little white dot is to like select it all so you can do something with it. But what you're going to do is when you go to put this on a background, and I'll show you how to do that in a second, you're going to save this as a black font. But when you go to put it on a background, you're going to turn the transparency, or over top of an image, you're going to turn the transparency on, and I usually turn mine down to 4%. You can still see it. It is not going to overpower the image, and it is very impossible for someone to steal your design. Okay, because people do that. People steal designs. Okay, so I'm going to add a new page here, and I'm just going to bring an element over, something that I created. And what I'm going to do, if I want to advertise this, I'm going to size this. I'm going to bring this in. I always like to bring these in if they are, you know, plenty of space between them. So I'm going to bring this over here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to select this all, and I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to drag it. And if you have your page set like this instead of scrolling, you'll hit pages down here, and it will have them side by side if you have them where you have to scroll. So that if you hit pages, it'll put them side by side. It's so much easier to get to your pages that way. But what you're going to do is when you duplicate it, you're going to drag it, and the purple will highlight the box, and you're going to put it right over top of your image there. And then you're going to hit the transparency button right here. And you're going to drag that transparency down to about 4%. Where now you have your image to advertise, your watermark over top of your image. If it happens to look like maybe your watermark's behind your image or something like that, be sure to tap on it like that, hit the 3 dots, click on layer, and make sure that these are not highlighted, and that lets you know that it's in the front. If they are highlighted, like these two are, then you will click bring to front. So that will put your watermark in front of your image, okay? Now, if you wanted to add your logo, what you're gonna do is you're going to bring your logo over and size it down. And I always like to put my logo in one of the corners. You can also put it at the bottom down here. But I usually just put mine in the corner like that. And if this is a digital download, if you have an Etsy shop, one thing that is great to do to make your image look, you know, very nice when someone's scrolling through Etsy and they're looking to download something, you want to be able to let them know that this is a digital download on the image. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit elements, and you're going to see where it says shapes, and you're going to click on that circle, and you're going to bring a circle over, and you're going to size it down a little bit, and you want to put it, either you could put it at the top or you could put it at the bottom. I'm going to put it down here. And what I'm going to do, if I want to move this out of the, if I want to move it to where I can drag mom up just a little bit, you'll just move this down and then you'll reposition it. Or if you need to get to your underneath image, what you'll do is you'll tap on one of the top images, doesn't matter which one it is, and you'll hit the 3 dots. You'll click on layer, you'll click on show layers, and then you'll be able to click on the mom and be able to move that around, okay? And that still keeps that underneath your watermark. Okay, so I'm going to change the color of my circle, and you can change it to one of the photo colors. So I could change it to pink, I could change it to that color. So I'm gonna leave it on, I'm gonna do this color, and I'm gonna use a text, and I'm going to add the word in all caps, digital download, turn off the bold, and I'm going to drag it down, and I want to put this either over top of the circle, you can do it like that, or in the circle. So if you sell digital downloads that you create, it is good to have a little circle here that says this product is a digital download. That way when a customer on Etsy or whatever sees the product, they will see that that product is a digital download without even having to read the description to begin with. So that's how you do that. That's how you create your watermark. And if y'all create a new logo, share it in the group. I want to see your images too with your watermark. I want to see how you created yours. But like I said, make sure you leave everything black. That will help you to apply it better to images, lower the transparency of it. Now, you do want to save this by itself. So what you're going to do, just forget that page 2 is there. So we're just on page 1. So you're going to hit share. Maybe. There we go. Hit download, PNG. I'm going to just save page 1. And I'm going to save it as a transparent background. So I'm going to download. So make sure you save it as a transparent background. Save image. All right. And I'm going to add a new page. I'm just going to bring over my logo and just put it in here like this. I probably will use this logo because I really like it. I'm going to hit upload files, photo library, and I'm going to bring my watermark over here. So there we go. You have your watermark, and you'll center it with the guidelines that it'll show you. Hit that transparency button and bring that transparency down to 4%. There you go. There's your watermark. There's your logo. I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial and it is a help to you to be able to create your logo, your Facebook cover photo, and your watermark.